upstairs so we can gossip. But then it's like, I'm probably gonna come back downstairs, because I wanna have some sausage and stuff with my breakfast today. I ordered like really light breakfast from Starbucks today. I got like a bagel and cream cheese because I really feel like I want like sausage and French toast. Heather Gilesy had ended up going off again, like in her car. Like, girl, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So let me play the bullshit.
And you feel insecure, you're very easy to roll over. And so forth. That was in 2019. They burned my hair off 2 weeks before
Hey y'all, good morning.
Lockup so that they could continue to perpetuate a false narrative that I was crazy. Why is burning my hair off important? Because they burned my hair off with bleach that turned it such a fucking fluorescent orange color. The only color that I could use to cover it was pink. So pink could be alternative, but when you have an uneven cut pixie with little tiny, almost shaven patches, some of the hair was so short, and it's pink, and it's difficult to style, and you feel insecure, you're very easy to roll over. Very easy to roll over. With long, beautiful, healthy, thick hair and a full face of beautifully done makeup and advocacy, you're impossible to fuck with. Right? So they do this.
Hey y'all, good morning.
I went to
girl. So Heather had ended up going off again in her car. Girl, this is getting cray. Like, got my good old fashioned Starbucks, my Starbucks.
They did. They're doing the exact same things. Literally the exact same things. They curated a second bludgeoning.
And I'm probably gonna go down there and
my hair without my permission. They Botox.
Make myself some breakfast.
My face, only the right side, so the left side has nothing. I didn't go into a medical spa and ask for Botox. I went to my apartment and went to sleep and woke up like this.
Girl. Also,
I've had Botox since I was 27 years.
Also, I looked into Heather and I like looked up all her tea, and I have found some things out about her, and I I'm not definitely, I don't agree with what she's doing. I don't agree with all of this or whatever, but I think I am understanding like the method to her madness per se, like, you know what I mean? However, okay, so when I looked into Heather, so I did even more research because I was like, I need to understand what the fuck's going on. So when DCFS took her baby, her and Xavier's child, so that's Weston, that's her youngest, that's the 2-year-old that's in the DCFS custody, and there's another child of hers in DCFS custody that I because it's 2 of them or whatever. Hey, what have I missed? Hey, Danny, girl, I'm kind of like talking to you guys now about Heather Gilesy. She's in Chicago, and like it's cray, okay? Like it's actually like insane. So I talked about her yesterday. On my stream, I was live for like 3 hours yesterday, just like chilling with y'all in the morning and everything. And this stream is gonna be like chill or whatever. Like I'm having breakfast with you guys. I kind of want to go downstairs and make myself some sausage and some French toast. So I think I'm gonna do that. You say, why you gotta start the day off with masks? Because you know how I do. These and the get ready with me's are like my favorite streams to do with y'all. Like, Austin, and you know this. I looked into Heather even more. Also, Austin, do you enjoy my thumbnail? Do you enjoy the thumbnail? Girl. So, Heather, so, okay. We know how I was like trying to figure out like what happened with her. So I looked into her even more. other than her like open cases and all that stuff. DCFS took that baby because the baby had drugs in the system. That's why the baby went to the NICU and all that. And that's why DCFS has filed a case against her. That, I mean, exactly. I mean, that in addition to her not being mindful of the baby's like safety or whatever. I kind of forget like, you know, the terminology or whatever, but it's definitely like, it's like a negligence, like abuse type thing. That's exactly why she's on her restricted schedule, like how she is. These live streams don't help. So you say, I saw the thumbnail and I got hella confused because I don't know this, have I? It's Heather Gilesy. She went off again after that other stream that we went, that we watched yesterday. She went off. So yesterday she went off a total of 3 times. She went off 3 times. Girl, we scratched the tip of the iceberg. And I was like, what? So, it's cray. But, when she, so that's why DCFS has that case against her. And then, you know, she's facing like an eviction too, right? Now, also in the file of her child's file as to why you know, things are the way they are, it's documented that she has a oh, I don't have a knife. Did they give me a knife for my they didn't give me a knife for my cream cheese on my bagel. I gotta go get a knife. Is she famous for something or just a YouTuber? She was on Love After Lockup. Okay, and there was like this whole like, you say Love After Lockup. Hey baby, good morning, husband. She was on Love After Lockup or whatever, and actually, you know what? She is a YouTuber. I thought she was a TikToker or like an Instagrammer. You know what I'm saying? From the way her lives looked to me, but she's a YouTuber. I found her YouTube channel. So yeah, I looked into her, and so DCFS has that case against her because it was drugs in the child system. Now, her and Xavier are both addicts of some sort. She's not come clean, though, about her addictions or what type of things that she's on. And even though you say paramedic in the building, yeah, my man here, my man. Yeah, my man, that's my man. And so even though, you know what, they didn't give me a knife, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna take you guys with me and just keep talking. I'll put you guys back on the tripod here in a bit. But I don't agree with what she's doing, but I think I know what she's trying to do. And she's going about this shit like completely wrong. So she's like a slanderer, right? She has a pattern of behavior because she kind of does this with like everybody. So I'm noticing, especially with her, I don't know why she does it with her legal shit. I don't know why she's doing it with her legal bullshit. I think she has some like warped idea in her head that if she can slander DCFS, you know how she be trying to talk about how, they be at the DCFS office asking if me and Xavier are swingers and all of this stuff or whatever. And I'm like, that's insane to even say or even like assume, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's insane, right? I think she's doing that on purpose. I think she really has some kind of crazy warped idea in her mind that if she can slander them or like raise some kind of false awareness that she's being done wrong or like, you know, harassed in that way, she can like take down DCFS of all people. Are you kidding me? But like she could take them down and like get her babies back. That's not at all. Especially DCFS of all people. Like, are you kidding me? Especially DCFS here in Chicago. Like DCFS here in Chicago, like will try to work with people before they even try to take them to court. However, like with her baby having the drugs in the system and her never really being concerned about the baby's safety or whatever. It's just like a whole different thing. Plus, mind you, she's got an active eviction case right now too as well. And that's definitely not going to count, you know, in favor. And notice how she talks shit about the building too, right? Like, she's like one of those. Oh, is this the lady who said the police were treating her like she was black? Yes. Yes, Heather Gilesy. She's like one of those. She's a slanderer, dude. So she thinks that if she can like slander people enough and like talk enough shit or whatever, she'll raise some kind of fake awareness. She has some kind of, and this is just my assumption, my assessment, but honestly, it's kind of like making sense. Thank y'all for the heart reactions and everything. I love you guys. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. This is my assessment because I'm noticing the patterns of behavior. Y'all know how I do that, right? And I'm like, oh shit. Like in a crazy sense, it makes sense. Okay. You say she's gonna eventually mess with the wrong one and get sued. Dude, she's already in open court. She has like, if not 4, 3, at least 3 open cases. Like, dude, she's like an open court, dude. Thank y'all for the reactions. Y'all are sweet. She's gonna fuck around. Like, I almost can't believe she's doing this. Now, it is documented, though. It is documented. Now, she's trying to say that, oh, people are giving her fake diagnoses. Does she have money? She doesn't. I think she gets the lip filler and like the Botox and all that stuff, and that's where her money goes. I also noticed something about her apartment, too. I can't believe I didn't even mention this yesterday. Y'all saw her apartment yesterday when she was arguing and fussing. She talking about how she want to bring her baby home and all this. She don't have shit for him at her house. That child does not have a room. I don't even think the child would have a bed there. Which, I mean, I get it or whatever, but in terms of DCFS, you have to, like, their standard. You have to make sure you have everything for your baby there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if y'all co-sleep, you have to have, like, you know, the different options and all that. Because you guys know that DCFS, one of the main things they do is do the house visits to see, or CPS, whatever, you know, however it is, you know, where y'all are at, or whatever. Poor kid. Yes, she doesn't even have any space for the baby. The baby doesn't have a room. I don't even think I saw kid toys. Mind you, that baby's a toddler, so they need hella stuff so they can like run around, play, you know what I'm saying, develop, have fun. There's nothing in there. Mind you, she was fighting and arguing with Xavier, trying to put him out and everything. And I'm like, oh, well, no wonder her case is going the way it's going, because she don't even have space for her baby or even a planned space. So kind of like, to be honest, she is like Shani in that sense, where I don't think she's really doing anything to get her kids back. She's kind of like Shani in that sense too. Remember when Shani was like harassing the foster mom? Remember when Shani had swatted and called CS on the foster mom, trying to get William and Zach back to her? That's insane. Okay, that's insane, right? Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, dude. So I'm like, this is just like cray. Like, this is like not adding up. Girl, I'm also just tripping at the fact, like, I know actually exactly what neighborhood she lives in. I'm not gonna like dox her or anything crazy like that. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that, but I have looked into her. She's like 20 minutes away from me, dude. Like, this girl, this is crazy. Mind you, she's such a negative person. We see how she talks to her guy Xavier and everything. Like, she's just like a really negative person to be around and all of that. So I was putting 2 and 2 together because I'm fascinated that DCFS has the open case against her, because like DCFS, like I said, like you can also, like, they can also be viewed as like a resource or whatever. They're not always trying to rip kids from the home. That's like a last, what they call that? That's like a last ditch effort. But because Weston had, you know what I'm saying, you know, unfortunate, like, you know, substances in his system at birth or whatever, of course. And the baby was in the NICU for a while. So of course, like, you know what I mean? I totally understand it now. And Heather has some kind of crazy idea in her head that if she, like, I guess, blows up some like heinous story or lie, honestly, about DCFS of all people, or any of these people that she's up against, because she's up against several people at once right now, that she'll win. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is not how you go about it. First of all, I don't even know if she has an attorney. But even if she's representing herself pro se, there would still be options for her. Like, you know what I mean? But she's so hostile. She's very volatile. Like, she's very volatile. And with the way she is and everything, she's so volatile that it's another fucking warped pattern of like this self-sabotage. You guys know. I'm gonna get her address and send her a packet. No! The pack and play though. I know, right? The pack and play though. Child, please get her address and send her a pack and play. But no, like you gotta at least have like options or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I love you, Austin. But yeah, this shit, like, cause I was watching and I'm like, this don't seem like, because it seems like it's getting more like strict on her end, like it's getting like pretty serious and intense. Like over time, things should get better, and that's honestly like in life in general. And like I told you guys yesterday, like when you have kids, like life should be getting better for you, not like fucking worse or whatever. Or if you are having like all those issues, like there's programs and there's people out here to help. And that's kind of where I was shocked. I'm like, has she really shot every single resource opportunity in the foot? And I think she has, because of the type of person she is. And I think that's unfortunate too, because that helps absolutely no one, especially not her. And her wanting to attack and like go on these rants. So it was also in the baby's file that she has these, she does have mental health diagnosis. It's already documented that she has some kind of a paranoid personality disorder. So a paranoid personality disorder, that could fall under several things. That could fall under like DID, that could fall under even paranoid schizophrenia. I think that there are levels of bipolar too that can, fall under that or whatever, but all it said was paranoid personality disorder. It didn't really give any like stats, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, she's a bit like, I knew that there was something like off here, but my thing is like, I don't know how she's got it in her head that she's gonna blow up the most like slanderous, like the whole fucking like, oh, the DCFS, they're trying to ask me if I want to swing in front of my kid. Mind you, she's documented and shown herself with her baby, pushing her baby, you know what I'm saying, off so she can be on the internet and do her fuck shit. Dude, seeing your kid 2 hours a month. And I also think that what's going on with her, and I think that this is something else that she's not being honest about, I think that she lost her rights. That's what it's looking like to even me. Because if you still have your rights to your child, you can get pretty far. She's not even like raising her baby. She doesn't even have like a real relationship with her children. Like, you know what I mean? And like she has 4 kids and it's kind of played out like this. And she has a 19-year-old who's like cut her off too. Okay. So it's like, it kind of goes down like the line. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to see, especially her youngest, to see a child that young 2 hours a month is highly concerning, because there's no, it's almost impossible to build the attachment. And mind you, that's her and Xavier's baby. So that like worries me. And I don't know how she blows like all this up thinking that she's doing something. I think she screwed herself like long ago and has been trying to cover for it, and something triggered her. And she can't like keep it in anymore, because she's been spiraling like all weekend. All of this bullshit, and even this stream that I'm about to play for you guys, all of this bullshit happened. When did it happen? All of this after that like outing in Boys Town where she like was drinking and driving. Okay, she was like out there driving drunk, dude. Like, all of this happened after that. Oh, thank you guys for 8 likes already. Has she tried therapy? Child, no. She just gonna fight the internet. Thank you guys for 8 likes already. Damn. Oh, thank y'all.
2 months. Where's the volume? Or I'm sorry, I think it was January.
Oh, also, she's gonna talk about how people botched her with Botox and botched her face, because you know how she's got like her one side of her face is swollen, right? The bitch fell when drunk and hit her face after one of her appointments or whatever. She went and got her Botox done and her lip filler done, and she went out drunk. I guess there's a stream. I'm trying to figure out which stream this is or whatever. And she went out partying or whatever, filmed herself, and she fell like on that stream, and like you know what I'm saying, her face was bloody because she fell on concrete or whatever. And now I guess to negate that, there's some story about people. So when she mentions some of the things that she's gone through are either very exaggerated, but it's honestly like, this is kind of like fucked up. It's like her doing a lot of things to herself, but trying to like place blame. Like, you know what I mean? It's like child.
Then I got my lipstick. Where's the volume? I just had a full syringe. Where's the volume? I've had 10 syringes of lip filler. Where the fuck is the volume? When they threw me out of my home in 2019 unlawfully, they would literally allow people to pinch my face and pull my face. And then they published some bullshit on my
She's
phone
driving.
that said that Juvederm was migrating, that naturally it was migrating, in an effort to get me to not believe that they had left me to be abused by these fucking weird, creepy people. They call humans squishies, and they squish my fucking face while I'm unconscious, and the rest of my body as well. It's gross. I want to remind everyone, this is not for entertainment. I don't know what the fuck this place is, but I don't live here, and I'd like everyone to get the fuck out of my way so I can get the fuck out of here. This shit is weird, bro, as fuck. Weird. 15 weeks it has been since I've been permitted to speak with my 19-year-old daughter, but you don't want me to think that you guys are doing something bogus to her? Why is my 19-year-old daughter not permitted to call her mother on a regular basis? Now, we have law enforcement here in the United States of America, so if someone breaks into your fucking house and injects your face with Botox and you call 911 about it, guess what? They're supposed to come help.
That's the narrative she's trying to spin. Somebody broke into her house and injected her face with Botox. Girl, what? Her audience and her comment section be exposing the shit out of her. Like, when I watched... Oh, I also found her YouTube channel too, by the way. I found her YouTube channel too. This woman got lore. She got lore the house. Lore, girl. This woman... I'm personally trying to like... You say anger? Hey, Edna. You like my thumbnail? You like the thumbnail, girl? Does it really get you going in the morning, girl? You know I gotta mess with y'all. That shit is hilarious. That's like that's the thumbnail of this stream. This that Heather woman, she went off. So you know how I reacted to her yesterday when she was going off at 7 a.m. She went off like the rest of the day. She went up. So when they left the apartment, and I guess her and Xavier didn't break up. He just got in the car with her. For some reason, she sits him in the back seat too, like a baby. I don't know why she sit him in the back seat, because he's in the car with her in this stream as she's going off again. She went off again, driving at 9 a.m. Child. And I've looked into her. Child. Child, please.
Right? Also, I want to know how you can say that marijuana is still federally illegal if our doctors who are federally licensed prescribe it. Make that one make sense.
Okay, I wouldn't be talking about the marijuana, child.
Any format or makes any sense. Xavier's been not permitted into the visits for the last, I don't know, 5-6 weeks.
Because he shows up
for no reason.
No. No. Xavier, right? Which child. See, this is crazy. See, now that I'm catching up on the lore, I can like run y'all through the bullshit. Xavier showed up high, like as shit. And you know how it is. I mean, I'm not trying to talk about people or whatever, like, you know, because I know whatever. I'm not really trying to like condemn people who like to smoke whatever, but like, you know, bitch, you know that if you smoke, you smell. Even if you smoke cigarettes, you smell. Like, right? You're gonna smell like smoke heavy. Like, right? So it's like, he showed up. So the problem is now, so, okay. This is gonna be cray. Bitch, and there's like so much tea. Like, there's a lot of tea. There's like, and I'm trying to look into a specific kind of tea because y'all are gonna be quaked when I tell y'all some other bullshit that I found out. And I promise you, I tell you no goddamn lies, child. Y'all know how I gets down. Bitch, let me tell y'all some tea. So, y'all know how she be bossing Xavier around. Xavier himself ain't got no place to stay. I don't even think Xavier like works or is like doing anything to like provide or whatever. Mind you, Weston is Xavier and Heather's child, right? It's been 2 years. Heather, I think even when she was on Love After Lockup, she was an addict or whatever. And I forgot the guy that she was with or dating when she was doing Love After Lockup. I've been going through her dating history, bitch. Y'all are gonna fucking shit bricks. Y'all are gonna shit bricks. And I'm trying to find out who is who, cause you know she be like saying first and last names and locations like she just don't care, child. It's terrible. But I've looked into every single person's name that she said so far. And I believe I found them thanks to her, because she be giving first and last names, even like middle names or whatever. Hey Michelle, good morning. I'm getting ready to spill some tea, and y'all are about to y'all are about to quake. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not certain. I'm still looking into this, bitch. So you know how she also says that her and Xavier have been together for 5 years. Well, you know how Xavier be accusing her, hey, beauty, hey, girl. Yes, all the bitches are here. Yes, all the girls. Yes, y'all are about to get quaked. So I'm talking to y'all about Heather Gilesy because the shanty is like kind of dry right now. And plus, like, Hussy's over there suing like literally everybody. So before he sues like the entire, like everybody off the internet, I figure I just go and like peek on Heather Gilesy. I guess I'm going to like briefly cover her. Bitch, no, but okay. So, you know how even in yesterday's argument, Xavier had accused Heather of cheating and like sleeping around with different men. Heather and Xavier have been together like allegedly for 5 years. Well, Heather did cheat on Xavier. With somebody named Eric. Child, she's in Chicago. I'm just saying, child, I'm trying to catch the timeline. Bitch. And this... I promise you, I died. I was like... I promise you, bitch. I promise you. I'm trying to figure out, all I need is a last name or even a description. And apparently they hooked up. Allegedly, ain't no. She cheated on Xavier. Dead ass. That's what Xavier was referencing. If you go look into all of this shit's all over the internet. crazy. Bitch. Ain't no way. Bitch, I'm looking into everything, but let me find out. But, girl. Ain't no way. I fucking was like, let me find out. They are. I'm gonna need you to not get sued, right? With Heather. Good morning. Hey, girl. Allegedly, but I'm curious to find out because they dated the guy Eric that she cheated on Xavier with or whatever. They hooked up in early 2022, January 2022. I was in Mass. I didn't move back home till fucking when did I move back home? 2020, the end of 2022. Going into 2023. Good morning. Oh, yes, Heather from Love After Lockup. Girl, do you know about her? I'm looking into her lore. So there's a bunch of tea. I'm not saying they're the same, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. But she's crazy. Yeah, dead ass, like documented. Yeah, dude. And I'm seeing that now. And her and her guy, Xavier, or whatever. And like, you know, like they're in Chicago too, right? You say, sus as hell, girl. On drugs, really bad. And lies about it. So you know about Heather from Love After Lockup? Bitch. Okay, Kia. So I'm going through her whole everything. You know how her and the guy Xavier have like been together for allegedly like 5 years, right? And so yesterday, so this is like all this bullshit just happened. Like all this bullshit like just happened, right? Yes, I've been watching her for years. Damn, LOL. I haven't been following. Maybe Eric gave her the Botox. Austin, stop. Talking about you don't want me to get sued. Child, please. Austin, stop. No, but seriously, I'm about to ask Kaya, what else do you know about her, girl? Because, so this all blew up on my For You page, bro. Like this all just like blew the hell up, right? So apparently, you say, looks like I need a new trashy show. Girl, I know. Girl, I figured, well, it's crazy kind of like the timing of everything. She has 3 kids that she doesn't have custody of. Isn't it 4? Because she has just 2 of them are in DCFS, and DCFS has an open case against her, and she's going through in court too. Isn't it 4 kids? Isn't it 4? And the 4th is gone too. Yes. Okay, it's 4, right? Yeah. And so, okay, what I think is going on, because DCFS has an active case against her, and I think they're just going to move forward. What I think that she's going through, I think that she lost her rights, because you should not. Plus, she's been in court for years. Like these, well, I think the eviction case like just started like last year or whatever, because she's like $10K in back rent. She did. She lost her. Okay. She lost. That's what I'm thinking happened, because I'm like, it looks one way if you lose your rights. Now, Kia, did she lose her rights when she gave birth to Weston? Because Weston had drugs in his system, unfortunately. And I found that out. Plus, it's documented that she has like paranoid personality disorder or whatever. And I found that out, and that's like in the baby's file, unfortunately. Did she lose her rights right then and there? I know sometimes that can happen, but then sometimes, like I said, that they give you chances and stuff. Like it can be not right. She didn't lose her rights right away. See, okay, yeah, yeah. The poor baby, right? The poor baby, right? Dude, mind you, in her one bedroom or whatever, she doesn't have anything for the baby. She keeps trying to say like, "Oh, they're gonna give me the baby back or whatever." That baby doesn't even have toys. That baby doesn't even have a bed. Nothing. Like, the baby doesn't even and like her baby being like 2. Like, y'all know, I mean, y'all see all the stuff that I get and do for puppet or whatever. Like, they need that. Like, I mean, yes, okay, maybe, you know, whatever, spoilage, whatever, I don't care. But like, they need certain things for their development as they crawl, explore, and like to run around. They need an environment that's open. At least you need to at least have enough space for they can like run around and you know what I'm saying, do they stuff. They took the baby out. They took the baby, but she could see the baby, but now she has lost all rights. That's what I thought happened. So now so you peep how she's been trying to say that like, oh, DCFS be trying to ask me and Xavier if we swing and all of that or whatever. So even though this makes absolutely no sense, I don't condone what she's doing at all. I really don't. I'm not trying to like, you know, whatever. But I think she has some like idea in her head that if she can slander DCFS of all places and say that they're trying to accuse her of swinging, like, do you know what I mean? Like, she's trying to slander them, and she's a big slanderer, I'm noticing. Like, when she like catches herself up when she does bullshit, like how she fell on her face, like, and like after she got Botox, she went out and got like super drunk and fell on the concrete, and she's fucked that half of her face up. That's why her eye looks swollen or whatever, right? Like, dude. She claims that somebody snuck into her place or whatever and like gave her Botox or whatever while she was asleep. You say she's very delusional. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I think that I think that she has one of those, like, because she be talking about how the radio be listening to her. Even in this stream, she's talking about how there's several different kind of cars like following her, and she's just like driving in traffic. You know what I mean? I think that she's trying to blow things up. And so I even though I don't condone this, I don't agree with it at all. I almost can't believe she's doing this actively. I think that if she thinks that she can slander DCFS of all places or people or whatever and run kind of crazy ass insane narrative or whatever for long enough, that people will feel bad for her. Remember, even yesterday, I'm like, she speaks like very specifically, like, you know, the way she speaks is like, she's like, if you were a victim of narcissistic abuse or this kind of abuse or this kind of stuff, then T and all this drama or whatever. And like, that's like kind of like triggering language where if somebody vulnerable enough were to come across Heather's story or her speaking that way, they might, you know, identify with her and try to like relate or all this or whatever. And, you know, all these things or whatever, right? Like, and then feel bad for her and like just take what she's like throwing out there, even though it's all bullshit. Like, and I noticed I'm like, that's like a very manipulative way of speaking. And I'm like, I don't really get that. And like, I was already suspicious because she was on the fucking Heather, and she's here in Chicago. And remember when I had mentioned her briefly before? Because honestly, low-key, like for educational purposes too, because she was on the 2 hours a month schedule. And those are like the super restricted, like, you know, that's like the minimal visitation or whatever. However, that also kind of happens when you know what I'm saying, parents are like on the verge of like losing rights, or the parent, like we'll see men sometimes that kind of schedule, like if they haven't signed a birth certificate or whatever, and it's like some kind of an extreme situation, like, you know what I mean? Or if they don't have the automatic rights to the child, like we'll see that happen and we'll see that play out, right? So I was always curious. And the thing is, the baby's almost 2. Well, the baby is 2. The baby is 2 years old. And she's still talking about this, like, you know, 2 hours a month thing. And I'm like, well, the older the babies get, the attachment does start to form, or it should form, or whatever. Like, and also too, this is what baffled me. because things should always start to get better progressively. It shouldn't get worse. And so I noticed her situation like getting worse. And I'm like, why is this like why is it moving like this? And you guys know, even from just like watching me, like, you know what I mean? I'm open about everything. And I'm like, this is not moving correctly. Like, this is not how these kinds of things go. Like, you know what I mean? And or how they should go. But like, I don't think she's actively trying to really do anything to better the situation like at all. And I think that her going live and like actively slandering and like, I mean, it's like defamation, honestly, what she does. Because she's slandering everybody. Bro, you know she fucking went off and listed like some of the attorneys at the courthouse, like their names and shit, the state's attorneys at the fucking courthouse or whatever, like full names, their offices and everything. And I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. Oh my God, thank y'all for 12 likes already. Damn, y'all are lit this morning. Thank you guys for like listening to me. I guess y'all are into this or whatever. This is like crazy to me. One, because she's in Chicago. Two, because I guess she was going through custody stuff for a while there. And you guys know, like, it should get better. Like, you know what I mean? And one thing that she said too yesterday that really like didn't sit well with me. Remember when she said that I made my babies like Valentine's gifts and I want to see my baby for Easter or whatever, and they didn't allow me to bring the Valentine's gifts or whatever. She's showing the little stuff that she made, right? And she's like, now I can't even schedule when to bring them things. In the court system, if you have your rights, you have a right to extended holidays and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Even if you're moving towards like the shared custody or like the 50-50 or the split, whatever it is, you have a right to have like how y'all just saw me a week with Puppy, then I had my additional weekend, whatever, and then now I'm back like on my little schedule, whatever. Like, and I see my baby every single week, right? It should get better. Like, y'all saw me have my baby like all through Christmas. I had him through Thanksgiving and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it should get better because it's your right to it's literally your right to have that. You know what I mean? The only way holidays included can get restricted is if you lost your fucking rights. This is what even I meant when I told you guys a while back that, like, as long as you maintain your rights, it doesn't necessarily matter what goes down in the case. And yeah, if you push for shared or, you know, even people who do the soul for soul thing, because you see that a lot, especially in divorce cases, you see that a lot or whatever. That schedule is going to almost always change and fluctuate. It will always be subject to fluctuate because you don't lose your right. Like, having your rights is more, I'm not trying to like invalidate anything or anybody, but like low key having your rights is like, honestly, I feel like it's stronger than any kind of schedule because it'll fluctuate. You know what I mean? Losing your rights is insane. Like, you know what I mean? You have to be like fucked up. Like, remember when we were watching the Unpopular channel and all that shit or whatever? Like, and this is what baffled me. Y'all know how like on the Unpopular channel, they get those kids about it like dirty, filthy, like trifling, horrible homes. Like, you know what I mean? Horrible environments. Like, you know what I mean? Terrible. Like the kids, like, you know, their stuff is all dirty, like shanty stuff. And this is what's crazy to me. Like, DCFS has a case against Heather. Open case against Heather. Like, Heather's in court with DCFS. DCFS didn't even take Sheeny to court. And then you see on the Unpopular channel, like CPS and DCFS getting those kids up out of those situations or whatever. Bro, they don't even take some of those parents to court unless, like, you know, they're like arrested like on site and it's like drug stuff or whatever involved. But like, you see towards the end of those videos on the Unpopular channel, they'll be like, oh, well, if you want your child back, you got to do this and this. And here's a list of resources that we can give you to help you through this situation, whatever it is. Like, that's what blew me about Heather, because I'm like, how in fuck, like, I'm like, how is it this extreme? You know what I mean? And it's going by so fast, so soon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just, you know, I've been honestly, I'm a slightly fascinated, and I do think that it's sad because I think that she does have like some mental stuff or whatever. But that's the thing. It's like, I mean, hell, I mean, I'll just go ahead and, keep it a buck. I'll just keep it 1,000. My mom was literally like schizophrenic and she didn't lose her rights. You know what I mean? And I'm a kid of custody court. I'm a kid. DCFS came by my house when I was a baby, like several times. My mother never lost her rights. So even if you have like a diagnosis or something, or what, even something as severe as schizophrenia or whatever, and I told you all about like my childhood or whatever, I've always been open about that. She still didn't lose her rights. Now, whether some people believe that she deserved to or not, that is a matter of opinion. But I'm telling you how insane it is to be in a situation like Heather's and for her to be doing something to this magnitude. That's what, even watching this, I'm like, I'm baffled, because I'm like, and I can't believe her way out, or her way of like maneuvering this, or I guess her way of fighting back, is through slander. Like, you could get, and she's already in open court. All they would have to do, if they really cared enough, is to document her enough, like slandering them and like all this bullshit or whatever, and it's like done. That would be a separate case. That would be a defamation case. You know what I mean? And we see how some of those go. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta make sure what you're saying is factual. You know what I mean? Like, good, bad, ugly. You gotta make sure what you're saying is like factual, like whatever. And like I told you all before, like it should get better in those situations, because in all honesty, like, especially when it comes to like smaller kids, because their attachment is still developing or whatever. Like, even when it comes to the city of Chicago, I feel like, yeah, Chi-Town can be pretty fucking aggressive or whatever, but Chicago does have some leniency. They're not as like insane with it. Like, I definitely feel like, you're given multiple chances. And it's like, I don't understand how Heather has done all of this, really. Like, to me, this is like wild to watch.
The general public that it was because he was being abusive to me at the visit. They told Xavier and I that it was because he wasn't compliant with his individual therapy. None of it makes any sense. All of it results in more pressure, more pain, more stress on my shoulders.
No, if he's not compliant, then that means he's not compliant. He probably, like, I don't know. He might have showed up stoned to that. You gotta be sober.
And as I've said from the very beginning, it's all by design. Collusion. Robert Rademeyer is the state's attorney who told me this word. And
that's a state attorney at the courthouse. I literally Googled him. He works in child advocacy, civil cases, and he has some crim law experience. So this is crazy.
Here's my thing. Usually,
I looked up everybody she mentioned.
Not to mention these people's names on my live. Guess what? I went to the courthouse 4 times in effort to speak to these people face to face and get a court date. I'm not being permitted my rights under the United States Constitution, including my right to parent my child, despite the fact that I have parenting rights. I don't know.
She doesn't. She doesn't. Because if she did, she would at least have overnights. She would be allowed to take her kids to the doctor. She would be allowed to take her kids wherever. She would be, if she had her rights, the 2 hours a month thing would have been super duper temporary, because that does happen, but the schedule you would have seen it fluctuate at some point in time. If nothing more than for holidays, because that's standard. That's standard.
Oh, how?
Damn, y'all are really liking it a lot. Thank you guys. Damn.
You can be working.
Sometimes when it comes to covering like new people or whatever, I don't really be knowing who be here for what, but the fact that y'all are rocking with me is a vibe. So thank y'all so much. I'm happy y'all find this stuff interesting. Y'all know me. I'm weird. I will find the craziest shit and be like, girl, what?
As the state's attorney, I can come to your office and say they are raping me, beating
Girl,
me, sexual. effort to speak to these people face to face and get a court date. I'm not being permitted my rights under the United States Constitution, including my right to parent my child, despite the fact that I have parenting rights. I don't know how on earth you can be working as the state's attorney. I can come to your office and say they are raping me, beating me up sexually, not permitting me a witness in my visits, separating me from my children, my family, tech boxing my cell phone, not permitting me to get in front of the judge as an emergency. I have gone to the courthouse, to the basement, to the fucking clerk's office with Xavier. Xavier, how many times have we gone to Ogden in the last 4 weeks? 3 or 4? At least. And they have refused to allow us to speak to the judge or the state, to speak to the advocacy office, to speak to my own attorney, court-appointed Ellen.
So, you know, and I'm gonna say this just from an empathetic standpoint, because I feel like I do get it. Now, I'm not making excuses for her behavior at all, especially because she has like a track record with this, especially with like, you know what I'm saying, all her kids that she's had and all these things, right? You know, I think, because it's impossible, right? Like, it would be impossible for, it's hurtful for any mother to have to go through some form of separation from her child at some point because of anything. It's hurtful and scary for any mother to go through anything where you might feel scared to where you might not be able to be there for your baby or your kids. If you are ever in an experience where that is heightened or maybe held over your head or like whatever it is, of course that hurts. Of course that's going to tear you apart on the inside. Of course you're going to grieve. It like will trigger something in you that could potentially break you down. But even despite a pain of that nature, to lash out and to slander, especially DCFS, she's insane. Because DCFS don't play. And with the way they be making house calls, girl, please, and you're in an open case with them, this is not the way. This is giving off someone who, I guess she's probably prideful. You know, sometimes honesty is the best policy, even if it makes you look cray. Even if people don't believe you. Even if people try to like laugh at you and poke fun. Because to be honest, the truth always withstands and the truth always plays out. Everything always plays out and balances out, no matter how crazy, insane, or whatever it may look at first. But when you're talking about these things, if you're going to talk about them, you better be fucking putting the truth out there, good, bad, ugly, even if something does make you look bad. Even if you know that you made missteps. Taking accountability and being accountable for where you've gone wrong plays a huge role. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if you say something, nothing more than, I did what I had to at the time, and I just didn't know any better, and I honestly didn't. But like, to do this, I think that this does tear her up. I think that she's like hurting, but she has a very dysfunctional way of dealing with it. And I feel like, to be honest now, with the way things are spiraling or whatever, I mean, dude, she's in eviction court. They said they want her out by May 1st, or the eviction will be, and then she's out by May 1st and they won't put the eviction on her record, right? She has 2 weeks to what she's prioritizing, right? Crazy work. You know, she's lost rights to her babies because it doesn't get this insanely, like, they are strict on her, and it's, you know, and perhaps like maybe it already has gotten round with her trying to slander DCFS. I don't know how aware they are or whatever. She did mention that the state's attorney at the courthouse told her to not be mentioning people and all this shit on her live streams or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They sat and they had a talk with her. So I guess, you know, maybe they got wind or something, like, you know what I mean? But even aside from that, because even with you doing like, YouTube and doing your platforms, they tend to not care about that. But it depends on what you're doing on your platforms. You know what I mean? Like, what exactly are you doing? Like, it's one thing if you like, they don't really care about the he said, she said drama angle. And so it's like, if it's a he said, she said, like a tit tat back and forth, that's not really going to go far in court, especially if you're just like venting whatever and all that. That's not really gonna hold up much weight or anything. They don't care about that. You know what I mean? But slanderous allegations, like saying that, oh, the DCFS said that we were swingers and all that bullshit, like, child, please. Like, you're insane. And then it's like she's documented herself being uninterested at the visit. So it's like, what is your motive? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's insane. Like, I'm sure that she, even with her mental health stuff, and even if she's going through a stage of denial, right, because of her pride, right, and she doesn't want to really face the fact that she's lost rights, she's about to lose her home. I mean, child, please. I mean, but a lot of this is self-inflicted. I can almost guarantee you that if she were to like, I mean, I don't know how she's in court with DCFS and she doesn't have any like play spaces or areas or whatever for her baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's another basic everything. Like, even when as you guys saw me move or whatever, you guys saw me in 2 different places. Cause like I did film a little bit when I was at Kai's or whatever. And I did film my videos. Like, y'all remember when I debuted the nursery last February or whatever here? You know what I mean? That's the mother's basic thing. Like, I feel like her case would go a lot further. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. That's why, like, I mean, even when I was in Kids Above All, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like, it just has to be like an effort there, and mainly like framing that effort around your child, because that's all that really matters. Like, dude, like, and even if you co-sleep, just having something, because like co-sleeping, like, even though it's not necessarily standard or whatever, a lot of parents do prefer to co-sleep or whatever, just as long as you have options. That's what they care about, is like the options, right? But like, it's crazy to me because I feel like her case, even against DCFS of all people, would go a lot better, especially because DCFS does like the home visits or whatever. If she were to if she were to clean up her shit and maybe make a designated space for her baby, and even if she got him like one of them little basic ass, like, I mean, toddler beds, like, the little cheaper ones or whatever, they'd be like $50, like $60, like 80, like what, a little cheap ass one, something. Like, even if she's had something like that for him, and like, made it like super cute or whatever, and then like a few little, like, I don't know, I guess building block toys and maybe some learning stuff, like a couple books or whatever, and show them like, hey, I really take my visits seriously. I'm looking forward to, trying to have, baby in my space or something or whatever. Like, that would go a long way. I told y'all that I was shook, even when, I mean, and we all know that what I went through. And I know that me and Heather's stuff is vastly different. And in a way, I do thank God for that. And I'm even grateful for that. But I'm telling you, as somebody who's seen this like play out, especially in the systems or whatever, I'm telling you what I know that they look for, which is kind of why I got upset. Like, you know what I mean? Which obviously valid or whatever from the shit from last year. We don't have to rehash it. But like, I knew that my upset was valid, just like how we see I didn't miss Easter with my child this year, right? We see I won't be missing Mother's Day with my child this year, right? You see what I mean? Because that type of shit was never supposed to happen. You know what I mean? And I'm going to just let that shit play out, and I'm going to leave that at that. As things balance out and just, let the pieces fall where they may. But as things move forward or whatever, she could really benefit herself by just showing an interest and just being more available for her child. As frustrating as it is, like, even when DCFS came here, I was shooketh. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously it's a nuisance case. Obviously it was unfounded, right? But I was shook when the lady complimented my baby's room, like my baby's space. Like, you know what I mean? I was shook at that. And I told y'all how she was. She was like, oh, you have this. Oh, you have that. Oh, wow. You actually, like, oh, like that was like her response. That was her interaction. And I was like, yeah, of course. You know what I mean? So that's probably what hurried up and got it like unfounded or whatever. You know what I mean? Because obviously there's no whatever here. And unfortunately, I don't agree with that either. Like people who waste resources to like harass people or spin a narrative or try their best to like push buttons to get some kind of a fucked up reaction when really you're wasting resources for kids who actually do need that, or even families and moms that need that or whatever. Because like I said, DCFS isn't always all bad. Like, you know what I mean? And it's crazy to me that Heather is doing this and not showing. I mean, I'm surprised that even in her apartment, like she was fighting with Xavier yesterday about a fucking lighter. And pre-gaming in her car and going out driving drunk. Like those were her priorities. And then the next day, I guess the come down or whatever this is, like a spiral. It's like, girl, we just saw you. Like, you know what I mean? We just saw you. I don't know. We gonna see.
Has not called me back in 8 weeks. 8 weeks. The court entered an order that
Kaya girl, if you're still here in chat, Kaya girl, do you know when she lost her rights? They took the baby, but she could see the baby, but now she's a she can't even see the baby anymore, you mean? She's lost all rights to even see the child? What? When did that happen? Did this happen recently? Because that would probably explain this spiral that we're witnessing. Y'all, I'm gonna look into it.
Permitted 3 visits minimum with our son for 2 hours each from the moment he was born until we go back to court to rediscuss the issue. They have canceled.
You heard Xavier? Did you hear Xavier just now? He's in the back seat. Okay, she's over there trying to use him as like some type of proof or whatever. He just said we are fucked at the court date.
More than, I would say, 1/3 of the time. To this moment, at 8:24 on Monday, my visit for today has not been confirmed. I confirmed it. The DCFS caseworker responded back and said, do not text to confirm your visits. I have in writing paperwork saying if I don't text 24 hours in advance to confirm visits, they will cancel the visit. They are punishing me for doing what they asked me to do. They are punishing me for not doing what they asked me to do. They are punishing
Her focus is in the wrong place. You know, as long as you stay focused on your baby or whatever, or even bettering your life or whatever for you and your child, I'm telling you that like there's almost nothing against you in regards to that. You can go through anything, just like how y'all have seen me or whatever. I never have lost focus or sight of Puppy. Everything that I do, from, you know, doing my real estate classes to even my engagement to, I mean, even bringing new, you know, memories into this house as I've inherited it. It's all had a lot to do with Puppy. Like, you know what I mean? As long as you never lose sight of your child, you could go through whatever. And this is kind of like what it is to be a parent anyway, because life comes at you, bro. You never know what may happen. But as long as you never lose sight of your kids and the betterment of your life and your future, I can almost assure you that you're going to be fine. Because that's all that matters. Her focus is in the completely wrong place, trying to fight DCFS, slandering the fucking state's attorneys of all people, which state's attorneys can fucking, like, they can fucking have a criminal case on your ass. Stats. Which I don't know if she's, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's possibly facing that too. Like, you know what I mean? her focus, and then between the like going out and getting drunk or whatever with Xavier, and then her and Xavier. So I guess it would be her and Xavier then, right? Because Wes is their child. Her and Xavier. So Xavier also lost rights, I believe. It would be the both of them, right? Like, and Xavier doesn't have anything. He's over there living with Heather. And then Heather yesterday was, bitch, this is gonna get so goddamn crazy. Heather yesterday was talking about how if she, loses her apartment, she'll just go and get a tent. So I guess we're gonna get some more tent content. Child, please, child,
In a way that's normal. They're punishing me in these passive-aggressive, resentful, abusive, fucked up ways. My fucking handle, the fucking law, 6 years ago, when I started fucking telling you asshole son of a bitch pieces of shit that they were tech boxing me in, that they were raping me and keeping me from being able to call for help.
Girl, not somebody saying homeless arc incoming. Child, please.
They labeled me as a paranoid person and put a diagnosis as paranoid personality disorder in my son Weston's file. They said I'm his mother, is mentally ill and has a paranoid personality. I have been proving for 10 years that nothing about what the fuck has happened to me is paranoid.
But she be slandering the hell out of people. Like, she be slandering, like, as fuck. So even if not, if you can make such, like, crazy allegations, but it's just, like, she don't even say allegedly, like, right? Like, she's claiming everything as fact, which is so dangerous.
So
they teach you that. That's, like, internet etiquette, too. That's, like, I mean... Y'all know I used to always do that even when I was a drama channel and like doing my reactions. If we're unsure about something or we're not trying to get like, you know what I'm saying, sued or like some crazy shit, always say allegedly. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, you never know, right? Like, it's like one of those things. Never fucking claim almost anything as fact, especially if you don't know. Like, and also, please, people will like respect you more if you just say, hey, I don't really know the tea, but girl, I'm looking into it, da-da-da. Like how I've been doing with her, like how I be doing with Shani. Like, it's no big deal. I just can't believe she's trying to fucking go up against DCFS like this. That's crazy.
Rodemeyer, Amanda Jolly, Sarah West. Those are the 3 state's attorneys that are assigned to my case. The judge is Diane Pesanowski. I've requested, because of how controversial and the conflict of interest associated with my case in general are, that this case be public, that I be permitted witnesses, that it be recorded, that there be transcripts provided every single court date.
They're not going to do that in regards to a case with a minor. Like, okay, so that's another problem. So listen to what she's saying. Listen.
Attorney Robert Rodemeyer, Jolly.
I googled. Those are the
3 state's attorneys that are assigned to my case. The judge is Diane Pesanowski. I've requested, because of how controversial and the conflict of interest associated with my case in general are, that this case be public, that I be permitted witnesses, that it be recorded, that there be transcripts provided every single court date. I've explained to the judge and the state that I have numerous times been
anything in regards to a minor, like, yes, there are certain things that are going to be on the public record, but like things like the minor's names and all that shit, none of that is going to be, they're not going to give her like the open recordings and all that shit or whatever. Like, yeah, you can request transcripts or whatever from like past dates or whatever, but that's if you have like an attorney and all that shit. I mean, even if you don't or whatever, you could just pay the little fee or whatever, but they're not going to publicize it in regards to cases with minors. That's like, I think that's against like the statute, I think. They're not going to do that. They're not going to give her, and I think that's probably what's making these kind of like, what's that? Conflict of interest.
boxed in, meaning my phone will not is not, despite the fact that I've paid the bill, is not permitted to reach internet, is not permitted to reach others, that I am not being able to call for help in positions of danger. They ignore me. Don't talk about the case on the internet, Heather. Oh! Don't talk about the case on the internet. Lay down on the ground, be raped and robbed and
Girl,
abused.
If the state's attorneys, y'all, I think I'm going to have to go back and figure out what the hell happened. Y'all, I got to pick up around the house today, and I'm going out with my man later because he's off today. So I'll probably be going in the background and listening or whatever. Because I want to know if the fucking state's attorneys are telling you. That's so bad, because normally the courts don't care about YouTube bullshit, especially he say, she say drama, mess like that. They don't care. You know what I mean? Because it's hearsay. It'll be labeled as hearsay. It's not really showing anything. It's just a matter of opinion or whatever. If the state's attorneys are coming to you, telling you to not talk about the case online, if those attorneys, all of them, that means something happened. That means her child. I'm going to go back. I'm going to try to trace this all. I want to trace this back. I want to trace this shit all the way back. I want to know what happened.
Associated with your name. Have your son be fucking handed off to whoever the fuck walks by. Weston is 2 years old. He is supposed to be with his mother.
But does he have a home with you, though?
We have been separated, and I am being tortured. Have been being tortured for a long.
But does the baby even? Does he have a home with you, though? The baby don't even have a room at her house or a space. I mean, fuck. You see people even with one bedrooms. Y'all know. I know y'all have seen them TikToks, especially like, you know what I'm saying, the single mom TikTok, where they will kind of like redo like an apartment, and like even the moms who have like studios or one bedrooms, right? They'll do like, you know, room separators, and like you'll see like a little baby bed, or I mean, if the baby's really small, you'll see like a little crib or like a little bassinet, whatever in the hell, whatever, and then like a little like bed or whatever. You know what I'm saying, for them and baby and all that or whatever. Like you'll see that. There's no space carved out for him. And that's exactly what like kind of set me off. And that's what kind of like, I'm like, but he doesn't even have a home with you. Where like he come over to Heather, what's he gonna like, where's his stuff at? You know what I mean? I don't even know she has clothes for her baby. Like, you know what I mean? Is she shopping for the kid? Like, is she like, you know, and I'm not trying to bash her because I get it, but I'm telling you, I know that, I mean, just even instinctually or whatever, this is like what they look for. But even aside from that, it's like instinctively as a mom, you're going to want to give your baby the world. That's why, even though like, I mean, you guys have seen me, especially as I come into my home and inherited my home, my cousin teases me. You know what I'm saying? People tease me sometimes about spoiling puppy and how I've given him like pretty much the whole ass house. But of course I have, because what else am I going to do? Like, you know what I mean? That brings joy to my heart to see my baby over here and have him run all up here, all downstairs, and a little bit in the basement. That's why I'm so excited to like finish off like my basement and stuff or whatever. That's like every parent's dream. And to even be in a position to do that feels amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what really, really matters. Which is why, like, as long as you, I mean, fuck, and even when DCFS came over here, I mean, yeah, the lady complimented me on the upstairs or whatever. And y'all know the play area downstairs. I hadn't even started on the basement yet. Because remember, that was back in October. Like, you know what I mean? I hadn't even started. But, like, you know, this is what you got to think about. And I'm sure, I feel like I'm almost positive if things hadn't gone this far to where the state's attorneys are getting all involved in DCFS and blah, 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 I'm sure that if Heather herself would have made effort to have a home for her baby, shit wouldn't be going this cray.
For the record, I have left voicemails, numerous voicemails.
Good morning, boo.
For Robert Rodmeyer, for Sarah West, for Amanda Jolly, for the judge and whoever controls her schedule. There's someone allegedly named Christina Bourgeon, supposedly, who allegedly is the only person who can give you a court date.
That's the clerk. So now she just doxed the clerk.
Videos.
She just doxed child. That's the clerk.
This is what they did to me in 2019. Dylan was released from prison. They shot the show Love After Lockup, and then this is what the fuck they did. They're repeating the exact same thing that they already once did.
No, you're repeating a cycle in your own life.
Numerous times. I filled out petitions to see judges numerous times. I was denied my rights, and am still to this fucking day being denied my rights.
Because she doesn't have her rights. Because she lost them. And instead of coming to terms with that fact, and instead of even being honest about that fact, and and her focus is still whatever. Even parents who like lose, I'm here making breakfast and I'm just, girl, do you know? Now this is different states, but I know that in Chicago, even if a parent loses their rights, you still have a right to petition the court and try and get them back. But she's got to be child focused. She's not. And even I am sitting here like, and that actually makes sense. Like I told you guys, like, because when you lose your rights, like it can get fucked. Like, don't lose your rights. Like, you know what I mean? There's a reason why I've said things the way I've said them and I've maneuvered the way I've maneuvered. You know what I mean?
State citizen, born in this fucking country, paying taxes since I was 14 years old. 1-4.
Girl, and she over here driving, child.
They took me off my insurance. They removed my ability to accept any public assistance via welfare. They said that I am not permitted to accept Link because I owe them $900. I swear to God, on my life, I don't have them a fucking penny. Nothing.
No. What? Wait. Ain't that illegal? Yeah, girl, a lot of this shit is kind of like illegal. Like, she's like exposing herself.
They removed my ability to accept any public assistance via welfare. They said that I am not permitted to accept Link because I owe them $900. I swear to God, on my life, I don't have them a fucking penny.
You do, because it's an automated system. That's like WIC and all that shit. Like, dude. Oh God. Okay, well, Chicago for the state or whatever, right? Whenever, I mean, I think it's like this in different states or whatever. So just like let me know like how it is. These type of things do vary state by state. So I'm gonna just let y'all know how it's done here in Chicago, like Illinois, right? So, now she's talking about the aid office. So now I guess she's got beef with the fucking aid office, which this is insane. It's an automated system. All of those, even whether you are on unemployment or you get state assistance or you even get like things like WIC. WIC is separate. WIC is a separate entity from this. Let's just hope she doesn't get her vehicle evicted. Girl, like when they are okay, so there's a income verification, there's like employment verification. Even if you're unemployed, you still gotta list that. these things are all standard, whatever. If it ever comes down to the point of you owing them money, which that is a rare, bitch, do you know how bad, once again, do you know how bad things have to get for you to get that far? Do you know how bad things have to get? What? Okay, and $900, that's an accrued balance. Because, I mean, yeah, she has like 4 children, but if she's, you know what, this is gonna probably piss me off. Like, oh, dude, if they're saying that you owe them money, guess what? It means you either got caught in committing some form of fraud, allegedly, because you misrepresented your income, and maybe hey, she is a YouTuber, maybe she was making more than what she claimed, or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Or something somewhere on her end. Because that is not an aid office issue. Something on her end was misdocumented. Do you know how insane? They don't do that often, because even people, I mean, or whatever in Chicago, like, if the aid office has like a if something like red alerts them, or they have like questions about your income or your verifications, what they will do, they will either call you in for like an interview, or like do some kind of like verification or whatever, or they'll just cut the benefit off. In order for them to come after you for an accrued balance, that means shit went on for some time. They probably tried to, once again, give you a chance, give you a notification, or maybe she had to clear something up. I know she talks about doing Uber Eats and DoorDash and all this bullshit, whatever. Like, girl, yes, Michelle, yes. To have the, cause it's everywhere, and it's the same with WIC too. It's the same with WIC too, because WIC can come after you for over accrued balances, or allotting you benefits when either you don't qualify, or even if your information is like misrepresented, they can come after you. Those signs are everywhere, dude. And like, even when you have unemployment, right? Like, you know, if you lose your job, and that happens or whatever, right? Like, I've done unemployment and all that stuff before, like, you know, back in the day, obviously, when I've been in between jobs or whatever. Like, dude, those fucking signs are everywhere. Please make sure that all the information that you're presenting is accurate, so that we don't have to fucking come after you, because severe cases will result in jail time. They don't want to fucking have to put you in jail, bitch. You know what? Y'all know that recently happened to that girl, that TikTok girl. What's her name? Ash Trevino. For the fucking food stamp fraud, bitch, because she's been over here like, and girl, do you know that people were donating to her on TikTok? Girl, bitch, just don't do it. Like, y'all are crazy. Like, this is like insane. Like, dude, oh God. And so Heather is just like that too. In order for, and $900, that's an accrued balance, because, you say what? Yes, Ash Trevino did the food stamp. That's why she went to jail, and people were donating to her. Girl, she was making racks on TikTok. All that bullshit, her talking to all those inmates, all that insanity, all that chaos, all that bullshit. Bitch, yes. This is, oh God. See, this is why I will never give a fuck. It pays to be honest to a fault. I would always rather be the person that tells the fucking truth, good, bad, ugly, regardless of how it makes me look, regardless of how people think of me, regardless of if they want to, because the thing is, it will be always their word versus mine or whatever, while I stand in truth. I don't give a fuck even if it makes me look crazy. I don't even care if it makes me look whatever. Like, and even last year, even when I was like piping up about shit with y'all last year or whatever, and I'm fucking using my mindset shit as I'm talking to y'all. I spoke very intentionally, because I was like moving out of that energy anyway or whatever. It pays to be honest to a fault. This is how, no matter, because as long as you're honest and as long as you're open, and I know that even some of you guys have gotten worried about me before, like, oh, Callie, just be careful. Like, we don't want nobody trying to come after you. And I'd be cool. Because I'm going to just put it all out there. And of course, if I'm not certain or whatever, I'll say allegedly. But in my own life, 9 times out of 10, I put it all out there. And I do that because, one, it protects me. 2, it's the facts. So what the fuck do I have to hide? I've always been an open book. And 3, there's nothing that can really come in between that, because the things will just balance out, and the cookie will crumble later over time. To move shady like this, to like slander, you know what I'm saying, agencies, to commit state fraud, to fuck it, this is insanity. You are almost always better off just telling the truth. Yeah, I ain't got much of shit. I don't have much of shit. I'm trying to figure it out. Even saying that will get you further than all of this, like, because it's so much work. It's so much unnecessary work to move shady, to you know what I'm saying, rob Peter to pay Paul, to I'ma hide from this one, I'ma lie to this one, and I'ma expose it. That's a lot of work. That's a lot. Like, it's the messing with the IRS too. Dude, yeah. Especially if she uses her return or whatever. I don't know how she, girl, I don't want to know how she, I don't want to know how she do all that business. She probably told us already too. I don't want to know. Can't relate, girl, right? I can't believe this. So now she's, bitch, let me find out she gonna dox the aid office.
Ability to accept any public assistance via welfare.
That means they and if she doesn't pay it, see, she's insane. If she don't pay that $900 or work out some kind of a payment plan, hey, Amelia, girl, you here for a good one. If she don't pay that $900 or work out some kind of a payment plan, guess what? They can come after her too. And then she'll risk being thrown in jail. She'll be like that sign, the signs in all the places. Please don't be doing all this bullshit, because we will arrest you. We will have you listed as fraud. She, is that what she's talking about? Because I was about to say she might be blacklisted from even applying for aid, which is fucked up. That means that even if she ever finds herself unemployed again, she may not be able to get aid. And also too, I mean, I don't know what type of life she's going to live as she gets older, but Medicare, she might not even be able to apply for Medicare as she gets older, dude. Well, shit, baby, this is insane, love. And I'm finding shit out, like reacting with you. This is crazy, babe.
Not permitted to.
And she's here.
Because I owe them $900.
If she don't pay that $900, then she gonna have another case.
I don't have them a fucking penny. Nothing.
You do.
If I had a change in income, I reported it immediately. They have 4 certification fund periods. 4. I've never withheld the amount of money I've made. They don't know how to calculate the fact that when you work Uber,
they don't know how to calculate now the aid office, and it's an automated system. The aid office don't know how to calculate. Even though when you submit your information to them, it just runs through a fucking automated system and just automatically balances. All it is fucking like computer calculators. And yeah, you gotta talk to a person too, right? Or people, whatever it is, but it's automated because it's standardized, but state by state. This is she's about to have it all come crashing down on her dude at once. eviction, the aid office, DCFS, losing her rights to, I guess, all her babies. Are you insane? Breakfast drink. Those beady eyes scream crazy. Baby. Babe, this get worse and worse and worse. If she don't pay that, do you know how horrible this looks? You guys, and then, so that this is actually probably why, and you know what, things like this, they get back, especially a system like DCFS, because they'll look into your benefits and stuff like that, especially with an open case or whatever against her. I'm pretty sure now, allegedly, that the DCFS office, I'm going to read more into this, because, like, you know, her shit's all through the public record, dude. It's all up and through it. Like, you know what I mean? But, girl, I'm pretty sure that they have gotten wind that she's in open eviction. You know, she's risking being evicted in 2 weeks. Let me find out they're aware of her, like, I guess, fraud, or her, from what she's saying is she's not allowed to take out any aid because she owes, meaning she's blacklisted until she pays off that balance. And then she's over here talking about how she ain't gonna pay, and she knows that she don't owe them money, and all this mess or whatever. Then that sounds like you just want the aid officer to make a case against you, which is crazy. I would try to alleviate cases, child, please. Girl, they probably have gotten wind of all of her antics, all of this stuff, and that's probably a part of what's hurting her and making her lose her rights, in addition to these streams, or whatever streams it was that the state's attorneys were like, hey, don't mention us, like, da-da-da. I want to see those. I want to go back and I want to watch that. Okay? Because what the fuck? Because normally the courts don't care about this type of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like the he say, she say, they just see it kind of like as, like, you know what I'm saying? Your word versus theirs type shit. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing, like, tangible is what I'm trying to say. Tangible. With that. Wait, she drank it in the car? Oh, honey, she was drinking in the car. She was drinking and driving yesterday. This is just her drinking, like, her little coffee or something during the day. But no, over the weekend, she was drinking and driving, drinking alcohol and driving and partying in Boys Town. Baby, that was yesterday's tea. That was yesterday's tea. I need you to keep up. Yo, I think I kind of want to put my hair in a clip or whatever. Y'all, I kind of put a little bow in my hair. I felt very girly today. What the fuck? Yes, baby. I felt very feeling very girly. Y'all like the little. Let me go put a little bow in my hair. I'm gonna keep letting her play out. I can't believe this.
Took me off my insurance.
I'm about to go and make myself some additional food too. I'm gonna bring y'all with.
To experts in 2019, numerous times I filled out petitions to see judges. Numerous times I was denied my rights.
Because you don't have them.
To this fucking day, being denied my rights.
Because she don't have them.
United States citizen, born in this fucking.
Wait, who are we talking about? Girl, Heather Gilesy.
15 years old. 1-4.
Heather Gilesy, who's in Chicago, bitch. Who's fucking girl, like, girl, she in court with DCFS. She in eviction court. She's got 3 baby daddies, I think, including Xavier. She recently lost rights to her baby, and it's obvious as fuck, even to me. And so, and then now I think she gonna go up against the aid office. Girl, she's like a literal, like, disaster. Like, and she's been spiraling. All of this blew up, like, literally, like, I guess over the weekend, because yesterday in my feed, I kept seeing, like, streams, like, being reposted of her biggest crash out yet, her worst crash out ever, and yeah, it was this, and I'm like, dude, what? Heather Gilesy, yes, Heather Gilesy, girl. So I just recently, I know I said I was going like, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to cover her, but now I'm just looking into her. Oh, Jesus Christ. How are all these having babies make me so angry for the little ones? Girl, so DCFS had taken her child because the baby was born with drugs in the system, unfortunately. And from what I have found about Heather, she's never tried to accommodate that baby or even make space in her home for her baby or whatever. And originally when I first started mentioning Heather was just because like I know how some of the custody stuff goes, like just through like my own experience or whatever. And even as things are still playing out and all those things or whatever with me, I can tell you that because Heather is an extreme case, like literally an extreme case in all instances. It don't look like this. And she had said something even yesterday in yesterday's stream. She was like, oh, I made my baby's Valentine and all this and all this stuff for Easter or whatever. That's so horrible. Poor babies. That's so unnecessary. It is. It is. It is. But she had said something like where she said that because she's on the 2-hour a month schedule, or she was. She's on the 2-hour a month schedule. And she said something like, they didn't let me give my babies their Valentines and all of these things. And I'm like, because if it's one thing, even if you're in the court system, and I get it, she's against DCFS of all people, like, you know, that's kind of intense, right? But it's crazy because even if you're in an open case, like in the system or whatever, you have a right to extended holidays. Like, you have a right to, like how she is at the visitation center, right? She can't take her baby out. She can't go all over the place with her kids. She can't even take the baby shopping. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think she's ever gotten overnights with her baby, and her baby's almost 2, meaning the case has been open for about 2 years, right? If it's one thing that even, I mean, and you guys see it with me, you know what I mean? I get the extended holidays. I still have a right to take puppet to like the doctor, the dentist or whatever. And, you know, have decision making when it comes to like, you know, what school he may go to or whatever. And then all those things. And I told y'all a while back that as long as you don't lose your rights, those schedules will always fluctuate, especially if you're pushing for something like shared. And yes, this can happen in cases that go soul for soul. But like, bitch, I just started looking at her from the outside and I'm like, this don't look right. This don't look right at all. Because, okay, as you guys have seen and as you guys can see, over time, things should get better, especially for your kids. Even if you don't like, you know, even if you work on yourself to try to be better for your baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like, things should get better for your kids. Always. Like, she doesn't even have a space for her baby at all. She over here talking about how she wants the baby to come home with her. He doesn't have a home with her. He has nothing there in her house for him at all. You know what I mean? And she's against DCFS of all people. That's one of the first things they fucking look for. Like, that breaks my heart because I think all kids deserve to have their stuff. I mean, even if they are a little bit spoiled. And that's my personal opinion. I mean, I know they'll be spoiling kids. I mean, I don't really care.
They took me off my insurance.
Listen to her. I'm going to go get me a little hair clip.
To accept any public assistance via welfare. They said that I am not permitted to accept Link because I owe them $900.
Child, imagine.
On my life. I don't have a fucking penny. Nothing.
You better figure it out.
Change in income. I reported it immediately. They have 4 certification fund periods. 4.
Life with Heather coming on Mondays at 4 p.m. after Shani and Rev. Oh, my love. I love you, baby. I love my man. Y'all see what we say? Life with Heather coming on Mondays at 4 p.m. after Shani and Rev. Get remote and popcorn ready because they all messy as fuck. That's messy TV. No! Dude, this shit, I still have not caught up on the Housewives, baby. Luckily, I was able to live my own OC housewife fantasy or whatever. Messy TV. Yeah, dude, why watch television, bro? I have not put on Nan's show. I haven't up on anything. The only time now, really, when I watch TV or watch shows or cartoons when I'm with Puppy. Messy TV. Oh my God, thank you guys for 19 likes. Damn, thank y'all for engaging with my stream today. Thank y'all so much. Damn, I didn't even realize I had 19 people watching off and on. I've been watching Temptation Island, messy as hell. Oh, Temptation Island? Girl, I should get myself into a show. Girl, I've been watching this bullshit. This is crazy. And y'all know how I like to investigate and like look into people. Plus, like low-key with YouTubers, it's kind of easy. You know what I mean? I just gotta, pull me up a couple names or whatever. Yeah.
They don't know how to calculate the fact that when you work Uber or Lyft,
fuck a must-see TV. They must-see TV.
Uber or Lyft is not actually what you're making. You have to pay Uber or Lyft. What you make from Uber or Lyft is not actually what you're making. You have to pay for your car. You have to pay for your gas. That is not included in your profit. They don't fucking listen to me. Ask those people, those high school graduates. They know what the fuck they're doing, right?
Bitch, I know we're not talking about education when you the one over here lying. What? And I know we're not talking about education because I'm sorry. It's not intelligent to do what you're doing.
Fucking ground. They don't know how to calculate profit. They don't know
those some beady ass eyes.
They don't know how to fucking be fair.
So now she's gonna attack the Adolf.
And sold it at auto auction without my permission after I finished making my last payment on it. They have been stalking me intermittently, both online and electronically, as well as in person ever since. I just got this apartment a year ago. I signed a 2-year lease. My landlord terminated my lease early, and I need to be out by May 1st because I'm
about to go downstairs and make myself some sausage and stuff. I told y'all I was gonna make myself like a bit of a second breakfast. Sometimes I do second breakfast for me and Puppy too.
Condoms, HIV testing kits, and Bibles, all addressed to Heather GoPro Solo Hobo.
Girl, she needs to not be driving and ranting. But she drank and drive the night before this.
Forced me to cut my arm with a razor blade.
Oh, are we hobbits? Second breakfast? Yeah. Yes, girl. Second breakfast.
Times.
Did y'all hear me in that short? I'm so happy that y'all peep my little Lord of the Rings shit. Yes, second breakfast. And I do that with Puppy because I noticed that like he'll eat breakfast early. So like when he first wakes up or whatever, he always likes to have a little something to eat or whatever. But he tends to take his nap anywhere between maybe 11:30 or like on the later end, 2:30 or 3 max on the later end, especially if he's over here trying to fight his nap or whatever. Because he want to run around with butt or whatever. But I tend to make a second breakfast for us or whatever, or at least get a little something for us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like around that time. So like around like 11 noon, I'm down there making second breakfast or like a slight brunch or whatever for us. And did you hear me? Like when because I filmed a short when I was in there cooking for him, and I was like, second breakfast for the butt. That's why I said it like that. I was like, second breakfast for the butts. Oh, we're gonna have second breakfast for the butts. I love y'all. Y'all get my shit. Y'all will hear me do that with him. I love Lord of the Rings too, by the way. I love the whole thing. And I read the book. My aunt has that book. She had the book. I think she bought that book when it first came out. Oh, you say, oh, that's so cute. Yeah. I do little stuff with Puppy and his butts. I say, well, goodness, baby. Mommy will make you the second breakfast for you boys. I mean, goodness. Never seen one like that. Never seen one like him. My little boots. Little lunch. But yeah, and that short where I'm cooking for him, I even put it on Instagram and shit too. That short where I'm cooking for him, I go, second breakfast. Y'all are the shit. I'm happy y'all got that. I'll probably show him Lord of the Rings and stuff when he gets older. He's starting to be able to pay attention to movies for a while. I can't wait to take him to the theater. But yeah, dude, I binged the entire series in one day. Really? Those long ass movies? Well, I mean, I guess it would take a whole ass day, right? Girl. All right, let me set y'all up because I'm about to cook a little bit. Cause I'm just kind of hungry today. Just kind of hungry. Girl, my cycle and everything got me tired and hungry, child. Tired and hungry. Alrighty. I was glued. Really, baby? What you do? You ordered in that day? What you snack on while you was watching the whole ass series? You know what's crazy is I liked Harry Potter too. I liked the Harry Potter series and everything. It's just the books I didn't enjoy that much. I liked the first 3, but then like as I got through like the rest of the books or whatever, I just didn't like them that much or whatever. Let me see if y'all can see me cooking. I don't want y'all just to be looking at my behind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think I can do this or whatever. I set my meat out and everything so it could thaw a bit. Everything's all thawed, ready. Yes. But yeah, y'all, I've been sleepy, child. I've been hungry. Y'all know. I might make myself a smoothie too, I think. Make myself a smoothie. But yeah, what y'all say? I was busy crying when I read the last Harry Potter book when I was a wee young lass. See, I didn't even make it to the last book because like everything after the third one, I think, what was the third one? Was that Goblet of Fire? What was the third one? I was a child, well, I can't remember, but it was like a weekend event. Yeah, dude, I remember because that's back when Harry Potter movies and Lord of the Rings were coming out, like almost kind of like back to back. It was kind of a cool time to be in school and in the theaters or whatever. And both of those movies were like long as fuck. Like that was kind of cool. Like it was like, y'all remember when third was Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh, okay. Right. That's right. Dude, y'all remember when the theaters, like whenever a Harry Potter movie would come out, y'all remember how they would like deck the whole theater out in like Harry Potter shit or whatever? Like that would be so cool. Especially, I know AMC used to do that. That would be so fucking cool. That would be the shit. Like, you know, I remember that. Child, please. Good all morning, and here comes somebody talking about show feed. Child, please. Just every day, child. All right, let's play more of Heather's bullshit while I try to get my food together, child. I think I'm gonna make me an egg too. I'm gonna make me a little egg.
Rape, not just
Girl.
rape as in
Girl.
sexual
Girl.
being, and that's pretty much it at this point. You know, at this point, they don't fucking give me too much room to have desires outside of that.
You know, I do feel like a lot of this is Heather's fault, bro. I did the same thing. LOL. Breakfast sausage and scrambled eggs. For real, yeah. Yeah. I just kind of want to get me like, you know what I'm saying, a little scrambled egg. Like, I'm definitely have my sausage and I'm gonna have me some French toast or whatever. I think I'm gonna make myself a
They
smoothie.
asked me if I and Xavier are swingers and what size dick I like.
Girl, I don't believe that at all, and I can't believe she has a sick mind to be saying something of that nature.
There's so much more I wish I could.
No, she don't need to tell us anything more.
Kingsbury.
Heather is wild as fuck.
Me in this case.
Oh, Michelle, we're in my kitchen. Let me show you, babe. Let me show you. My kitchen's finished. Look, I got all my stuff. That's right. I told you, Michelle, that I was going to show you my stuff. Look at my stuff. Look at. See, I got the Paris Hilton collection. See? My man surprised me with it. You say, ooh, girl. Yes, girl, my kitchen is finished. My kitchen's finished. And then look in here. And I'm polishing off the basement now. I'm just still putting down the play mats because I have to keep ordering more and gotta do the wallpaper, child. The wallpaper though. Nice. We love to see it. Look, girl. Look at my cabinet. And then look at my silverware. And then look at, I got the I used to have this in mass, so I just ordered it again. Utensil set and everything. And then girl, look. I threw everything out and started anew because that's just what I'm doing here. Y'all know. I say fuck all that. We're just gonna have a new house. Just new everything, new memories, new everything. Plus, this will be great as I get ready to move or whatever. But my man has surprised me with it because we were like looking on my stream and I was like still trying to decide what pot and pan set I wanted or whatever. And then that's the Paris Hilton Dutch oven pot right here. This one right here. That's the Paris Hilton Dutch oven. And then this is my great grandma's china. This is her china from back in the day. That's like that old school china from like the fucking 50s, 60s, bro. So I did keep that. I didn't throw that away, of course. Because that's just like an heirloom. So we've kept that, we've handed that down and everything. So that's been great. But yeah, and then that's like you see I got my Paris Hilton air fryer, I got my Hello Kitty toaster, and bitch, I got my pink pizza cutter. Okay, I'm ready to be canceled. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Also, look at my silverware set. I got the rainbow because everything in here is still so colorful. Yes, girl. I got all my shit back. That's what I'm in the energy of. Everything I'm getting back tenfold, like how I spoke it, isn't it? But yeah, I got the rainbow utensils. You say I love it, girl. I love it too. So I love like being in my kitchen and everything, and it's been great or whatever. And then I finally got my decor. Right, so I did let me see if I can, angle this. You guys see that it pretty much says home. Remember when I was like fucking like mad as shit? Like it took me forever. I ended up going to Michael's and finding these like little standalone letters or whatever. But see, that's all I wanted for my kitchen. So now my kitchen's complete and I'm polishing off the basement. Yes, I noticed. Yep, I finally got it. And then I finished the bedroom in here because my aunt who used to live with me, she moved out, right? So now the house is just like mine. Okay. I have taken over. It's really lovely. Thank you so much. It is beautiful. I've been loving it. Y'all, the house is almost like fucking finished top bottom. I'm so excited. So you know how my aunt who used to live here, she moved out. She does the assisted living now. I'm still like filling out the power of attorney stuff for her or whatever because she wanted me to be her power of attorney, and seeing about her and all that stuff. Like everything is like working out really well. But she's okay and she's doing good. And so I redid the bedroom down here. It's simple, it's basic, and right now I'm just finishing up cleaning up the carpet and everything. But look at, okay, y'all see? And that's my family. That's actually my great grandma standing in the middle of that photo. But yeah, I've completely redone everything and just like cleared everything out. And then this is new bedding. I ordered this like over a month ago. So this is just how it looks in here now. Very nice, peaceful, everything, whatever. So I'm going to just have this be like a guest room. Like sometimes my man will come in here and like, what I'm saying, rest. Sometimes I've napped in here with Puppy or whatever. When he wants to do his naps and he's like downstairs and I don't feel like carrying him upstairs or whatever, I'll just nap in here with Puppy or whatever. But yeah, my house is coming together. Yeah. Oh, thank y'all for the heart reactions. And so I can't wait to show y'all the basement. And then I finally got my bench for my front porch and everything. And all that stuff or whatever. So yeah, y'all, I'm doing the damn thing. The whole fucking crib is about to be done. And so like, that's why I've been saying like, regardless of how it goes with like my real estate classes or whatever, I can't wait to just take off for the summer. I'm not doing shit this summer. I am committed to just kicking my feet up, resting and enjoying my home. This is going to be the first summer where I don't have some big crazy project waiting for the house, or I don't feel pressed or stressed to immediately get anything done for the house. The whole house is done. I don't know if you saw too, Michelle, but my bathroom is pink too. So let me my bathroom's pink. So as y'all can see, yeah. So, you say the whole bathroom is pink now. Yep. Bathroom pink. Let me see about my angles. I'm trying to cause, y'all can, I can relate. And then I got what I'm saying, pink, toilet or whatever. All that, and then I got the pink. So this bathroom is so fucking tiny, it'd be hard to get my angles or whatever, but it's still cute and all that. Pink soap dispenser, everything. And then I got my I also got my and this is my towel and my bath pillow, and then this is where I hang Puppy's towel and stuff or whatever. And so all that, yeah. But yeah, y'all. I still want to get a new bath fitter because as you guys can see, that material, like that deep yellow material or beige, whatever the fuck, I haven't seen that in years, but that's not like an immediate need or whatever. It's not like an immediate thing or whatever. That's not, because we still have a really good bathroom. I just want to update it, kind of modernize it, at least make it look like, I don't know, maybe I'll do like the white tile, right, that you see in almost every standard bathroom and everything or whatever. Like maybe I'll just do that, right? So we'll see. But yeah, the house has really come along. You say I can relate. I'm pretty much done after tomorrow with your house. Hell yeah, girl. That's what it's all about. So yeah, Michelle, a lot of positive change. I just keep working on the house. I just keep, making it super nice and cute. That's all I really care about. And my man has been so amazing. I've just been like working like a little worker bee on my house, and he's just been so supportive, like so amazing. Like he tells me how proud of me he is every single day. He's so sweet to me. He's so good to me. Like I'm really blessed to have a partner like him. And we're still planning our wedding. He's getting down to the nitty gritty of his suit ideas. So we can probably sit down and maybe like show y'all some of that or whatever. But things have been really great and I can't even complain. Like I'm just really blessed. And I don't ever forget it. And yeah, and I can't wait to show y'all the basement when it's finished. By the way I'm going, I think I'm actually gonna be fucking done with the whole crib, top, bottom, out or whatever by like probably before Memorial Day. And so once the crib is like done and I show y'all or whatever, I'm gonna plan with my family and have a barbecue over here, man, and have a party because we haven't even had that, like not even since my grandma passed. Like we had a great Christmas, we had a beautiful Christmas. I had you clapping all. We had beautiful holidays and everything, and even putting up the lights was like a big deal because this house had not had lights in years. But you know, yeah, I don't want to get emotional. I'm on my cycle, so y'all know how I get. Child, please. It's happy tears though. It's thank y'all. Life has just like felt so surreal. Like I'm literally like so grateful for everything. It was tough losing my grandma. Like, you know what I mean? That was really tough. And then moving in here with Puppy and not knowing what we were going to do and just like to have moved from such uncertainty and loss and grief and then darkness. And then it's like the house is completely redone. And it's also never looked this way before because now it has like my touch on it. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I am so grateful. It just feels surreal. I live with so much peace and bliss, and I just be chilling. But thank you guys. I'm really excited to have a barbecue with my family and give us those good memories and give us like what we deserve. And then with Puppy running around all through here with his butt, it just brings bliss. It just really completes everything. So let me clean my fucking face up because absolutely not. You say, "Oh, Callie, thank y'all for giving me a hug, but thank you." Let me clean my fucking face up because absolutely not. Okay, can't relate. But the amount of bliss and peace that I live with on a daily basis it's unmatched. So, and I'm just so grateful, you know, so, but the house has really come along really far, like really, really far. And I just thank you guys for just rocking with me like how y'all have been. And I can't wait to show y'all the basement when we're done with it and everything. I can't wait to show that to you guys. And I can't believe the whole house is fucking like pretty much done top bottom. And there's no more like work to do. There's nothing more to like clear out, and there's nothing more to necessarily worry about. Like, you know, the only real like repairs left are the siding and the gutters, which that's just basic shit. And then like I do want a new bath fitter in there, but I'm not in a rush. I might even do that towards the end because I don't really mind. But I just know that if we do ever end up selling it, I want to modernize the bathroom a little bit, you know. But that's a personal choice and decision. It's been a blessing. You know, it looks so much different. I mean, even if you guys go back to older videos of me, or even some of my older shorts where you see how in my bedroom it used to just be all the wood paneling before I turned shit pink and before I took care of Puppy's room. Be proud of me. I drove to get my Taco Bell. I'm so proud of you, Austin. I'm so proud of you, my love. I'm proud of you, babe. But you know, you see how the house has just come, and then with Puppy's room, and then the space down here, and then the area downstairs, and then we have a bedroom in the basement. So I may get the bunk beds hopefully by this summer, but if the bunk beds don't happen immediately, I'm not too pressed, or whatever. But thank y'all for just being so sweet and so supportive always. Austin, you missed my little emo girl moment. I'm happy that you did. I just cried about the house because I just was showing Michelle the kitchen because she hasn't seen it yet, I don't think. So I was just updating her and everything or whatever. So I'm getting ready to make my food. Let me play Heather and her bullshit so I can stop crying, okay? Because, you know, this ain't that.
You all, or the police, or whomever.
You all? Is she blaming us now?
They create a bunch of other victims and abuses. So now you don't know where to fucking focus. Do I focus on the woman being raped right in front of me?
Girl.
Do I focus on the child being abused to my right? Do I focus on the baby being separated from his parents for no reason and held by some random woman who alleges she's the DCFS? Welcome to the United States of America in 2026. Meanwhile, we have the AI to organize and streamline these processes so that there would never be a mistake like this ever, ever, ever. Never, not once. But instead, I've been speaking that out loud for 6-7 years now, but rather than incorporating...
Y'all know that this is like my favorite cheese.
To be resistant and say, oh, no,
you say you deserve to be proud of it.
AI is scary. Instead,
thank you, Austin. You're so sweet.
Let's just sit back and continue to let this woman...
Y'all are so sweet. Y'all know that this is like my secret ingredient cheese, the queso fresco. Like, and they actually like sell it fresh at the grocery by me or whatever. This is actually like, y'all know I live like around like a lot of Latinos, and I love that shit because like their culture is like all through this neighborhood. And like, I swear, because y'all know they got the best food, child. And this queso fresco is amazing. I put it even in my eggs. It's just, it makes everything taste so much better. I put it in everything. Y'all saw me even put it in my man sandwich.
Be raped because we can press keep on her. I say yesterday, we need to be at the gym at 6:30. 44 out the door, rather, at the gym by 7. I need a good hour to exercise. I am not feeling well. I also need an hour to shower and get ready for my visit. They have allowed me to go to one visit with Weston with makeup on in the last 6 months. They intentionally caused me to look disheveled, scared, nervous, shaken up. And I'm going to remind you because it is easy to roll over a person.
Girl. Yeah, she's just going to blame literally everybody else and go off on these damn tangents. I was thinking of trying it, but got feta instead. Girl, try it one day and just sprinkle it in your eggs and see how you like it.
Use the information and experience I know to deal with these people.
Girl, this
now
woman.
We're on a fucking even playing field. That's why they keep me, whatever the fuck you want to call this. At this level of education, self-awareness, awareness of what's going on around me, I am not willing to engage in this society. This is gross. We have blatant. I don't even know what to call it when someone rapes you.
Girl.
And the criminal justice system is watching. They're fucking watching me get raped.
This woman, I hope I don't get banned. Yesterday's live stream reacting to her, I actually ended up being okay. I'm shocked. So hopefully today's live stream be the same, child. They know it's not me talking about all that type of shit. And I'm not trying to discredit anybody who's actually been through that trauma, but she's insane for the kinds of allegations that she makes trying to get out of the stuff that she's created.
Stop comparing me to you, bitch. I could walk a fucking tightrope where you would need a 2x4 on its side.
Get my season.
I do not, no. At the end of the day, here's the deal. I've been documenting all of this shit and more. Way more. Do you think that I started hashtagging B-Law because I was having a good time on the internet? No, I was being threatened. I was being told that I should kill myself. I was receiving tens of thousands of comments telling me I was fat, ugly, a crackhead, a bitch, an abuser, a sexual predator.
And it's crazy too because, you know, despite her being on Love After Lockup, like, despite her being on Love After Lockup, she does not have a supportive audience, like, at all. I don't see one person that supports her. And that's also odd. Like, you know, even if you're a public figure, like, yeah, you might get people who talk shit here and there and try to get the tea on you and all that stuff. That's kind of normal, or whatever. But to go in an active chat where this woman, she goes live almost every day, and to not have one supporter, you don't have one person saying, oh, girl, I'm happy for you. Like, not one person. I want to know where all this shit started. So I'm probably going to be trying to go through the origin of her lore and see where did all this start. Maybe I should watch the episode of Love After Lockup. You know what? Maybe I should do that. I should watch that episode and see. Because, like, you know, she would be considered almost like a celebrity, right? But definitely not. So she's probably been on this downward trajectory for a while.
My God, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I want to remind everyone that if I were making this up or delusional, if I were...
Girl, you're lying on everybody. You're trying to smear people to get yourself out of shit, which is crazy.
Medical doctors. However, one of the most prestigious hospitals in existence, Northwestern, I have a great relationship with. You know why? Because I worked there for 6 fucking years, and I didn't just work with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 doctors. I worked with about 50 or 60 doctors all the time, every day. No Saturday and Sundays, Monday through Fridays, in the same office as all of those doctors. If I was hallucinator or having a stroke or, you know, psychologically incapable, any one of those doctors or the numerous counterparts and collaborators that they work with would have been able to notice. Do you think that they would have kept me employed under the job capacity of writing prescriptions?
Girl, they probably fucking kept you employed because they was, you know what I'm saying, still to find somebody else, child.
Injections. Do you think that I would have had that job if I was a hallucinator or mentally ill? Likely not, right?
What did she say? People who have mental illness can't hold down jobs? She's like inflammatory, dude.
Then they're telling me to gas or else. Gas or else. I don't have any money saved up to move. I have a car payment, car insurance, and numerous other things. I have no desire to be walking around the city of Chicago as a renegade with you fucking people. No thanks. You don't accomplish anything by rendering yourself homeless and jobless and walking around the city with a blowhorn. You need to make money to be influential. You can use your voice, you can use other things, but you can't be a poor bottom feeder sleeping on the side of the fucking road and think people with any sort of ability to help you are going to respect or take advice from from you when you're living under those circumstances.
Who is she talking about? Herself?
Wants to hear life guidance from someone who, listen, I don't want someone who's never bought a house to tell me how to buy a house, right? I would rather go buy a house from someone who has already purchased it.
But what if you inherit your house?
House and knows how to buy a house and knows what to expect. It's the same shit.
Girl.
Same shit. I do not. I want nothing to do with them. Any of them. They're following me around with Ford Escapes. Here's another one. This is the 9th or 10th Ford Escape to follow me just today. Just today. One day. I've been awake for 2 hours. This has been ongoing for 8 weeks. Do I have to start taking photos of all of the vehicles that they enlist to follow me? So they'll enlist a Ford Edge or a Ford Escape. When it's the Ford Edge, they make me Edge, which is the
Girl.
for every state's attorney and my attorney, Ellen Sidney Wise. I have not heard back from anyone in over 8 weeks. Either I am in another test box and my communications are not being permitted, or something is wrong with the entire court staff.
What I think happened, I swear, I think she got some like really bad news lately, because I don't know what triggered this. Because mind you, she went out drinking and was like super drunk, like yelling at her dude and then arguing with him like the next day. And mind you, she also recently had gotten banned from the gym, y'all. Because she does these lives, she does this shit everywhere she goes. I think that she probably got news about either losing her rights or how certain cases were going to move forward. And instead of what's the T here? Coming to terms with those facts, this is what she's doing, because this is her way of retaliating. And I personally think it's really sad, honestly. That's what I truly think. Because this don't make no sense. No matter how you spin it, child.
Fucking robbing me, stealing out of my apartment, fucking with my belongings, separating me from my kids, refusing communication, stalking me, harassing me, following me around, autocorrect changing my fucking text that I'm writing to say tent, homeless.
She said that she would be in a tent. She said that if they put her out, she'll just go be in a tent. She said that yesterday.
For the record, this is not for entertainment. This is not for a TV show or a sitcom or a fucking drama. I've never once agreed to participation in any sort of show. I've never once.
So she never agreed to be on Love After Lockup? Don't they make you sign contracts?
Panic and confusion for ratings. This is not for attention. I want my children and my life back.
She's gotta, yeah. It's sad. I'm sure she wants her babies back, but
to get 1 hour of exercise and an hour to shower and get ready. It's 8:40 fucking 4. Every fucking morning for the last 11, maybe 12 days. This is what they've been doing. And
I still don't know who they is.
With this case is Edgewater law enforcement in general. I've even called Loyola campus fucking security about this shit. There is no one.
That's not their jurisdiction. Girl. And where she lives at, they're definitely out of jurisdiction. She all the way on the other side of town.
this first started, it was no problem. I had structure. I could feel the energy and presence of my mom, my sister, people who loved me. We would wake up every morning. We would exercise. We would cook lunch for Weston, pack it neatly in a lunchbox, get his entire, toys, outfits, the bag that I carry to visit him ready, make my bed, get everything ready, get my clothes on, get ready for the day, etc. and so forth. And I'd go to visit and have a great visit. Me, Xavier, the baby would be there. I haven't felt my mom's energy or my sister's energy in a long time. And the energy that I do feel is awful and destructive and has no common goals with me.
That's her energy.
For my best interest. They are
then
not
that's her energy. Her energy is destructive.
They are not working for my mom and my sister's happiness. They are not working for me and my children to be okay.
I wonder where her family is. Like, you know what I mean?
Who are working with a fucking agenda of destroying my existence so that they can reappropriate whatever the fuck I have. Like I said so many other times, I'm a funny girl, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm a great mom, I'm caring, I'm compassionate, I'm kind. Don't you think that I prefer creating content that falls under any one?
By stopping her from doing that. If you really want to be mommy focused and soft life and all that stuff, it's up to you.
I don't give a fuck about attention. I want money and a house for me and my kids. What the fuck? Don't you get? Fuck.
Girl.
So it's now 8:48, and still to this moment, no one has called to text or confirm about my visit for Weston, which now my visits have been moved from Monday, Wednesday.
Oh, she visits him weekly? Or she visits him... Oh my god, the ice cream truck is outside, child. Wow. Oh, this shit paused. It's almost done. That thumbnail cray.
18, that there was nothing that they could do.
See, this the thumbnail.
Watchdog group.
That's the thumbnail. And yeah, I peeked in on Hussy.
Hotline is actually just a Rolodex for trafficked.
So I just took it from that one.
Where predators actually grab them.
Oh, I'm not about to fucking listen to all this bullshit again.
Attention. I don't give a fuck about attention. I want money and a house for me and my kids. What the fuck?
Well, then she should be trying to maintain the house she has. She has a home, but she needs to give her babies an actual home. Her kids need stuff. Kids eat stuff all the time. She could accommodate her baby.
Still to this moment, no one has called to text or confirm about my visit for Weston, which now my visits have been moved from Monday, Wednesday.
I don't know why it keeps pausing at that part. Oh, is that a part of the video? Oh.
About my visit for Weston, which now my visits have been moved from Monday, Wednesday. Visits have been moved from Monday, Wednesday.
Oh, it cut off.
Now my visits have about my visit for Weston.
Okay. Yeah, I guess her visits have been moved then, which that's not good either. So that's the end of that one. There was another one, but it's pretty much her just on the same spiel about the same shit. Like, you know what I mean? Child, please. Alrighty. Let that cool off and I'll make. Y'all, I love these damn little French toast sticks or whatever. I love these. Okay, like I know they be making them for kids or whatever. I never ate these as a kid coming up. I would have the waffles like everybody, you know what I'm saying, has or whatever, but I wouldn't have these. Like, well, I'm gonna check in with y'all and I'm gonna look into all the damn tea. I can't believe that fucking you say I had the sticks dipped in cinnamon sugar. Ooh. Yes. Like I like kind of like the plain ones or whatever. I mean, they are pretty decent with like some syrup and stuff. But these are fucking delicious. Puppy likes them too. I just break them up real small for him. And I'm like, well, hell yeah. I'm gonna keep looking into Heather Gilesy, y'all. I'm not done talking about her. I can't believe I'm gonna low-key follow her case too, because I can't believe it. That's how my eggs and sausage came out. Real basic and cute, child. Or whatever. And I can't believe that allegedly cheated on Xavier with someone named Eric Child. Let me find out. Allegedly. But no, dead ass. Just Google her fucking name or like put into YouTube her name and like some of her past partners. I guess there was like a guy named Dylan. She's got Xavier. She was in court with a guy. I think his name was Juan. So I think that was her first husband. So But either way, the cookie crumble, that was just funny. I figured I would mention that. Chicago is crazy. I can't believe she in Chicago doing all this shit. The city is like, when it comes to some of the stuff, sometimes the city can be pretty lenient. They don't get that crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because things, when it comes, especially involving children, the goal is always for the best interest of the child. And so, and most of the time, the state is not going to rule against both parents being in the child's life. It has to be a really fucked up situation. You know what I mean? Like, I guess Heather's, and the fact that she publicly puts all this shit out, it's like, girl, I mean, imagine, like, girl, you're into it with the aid office, so you owe the aid office money. So, you fucking, what else is she doing? She owes the aid office money. She's like, you know, into it with DCFS. She's slandering DCFS, which is like, that is insane work. I don't even know how she got so emboldened to do that. You know, she's doing all this stuff, and it's just like, it's just not serving her. So, you guys, I think I may come on later. Depending on my class stuff or whatever, I may come on later and everything. And do a get ready with me, because I'm gonna hang out with my man later today because he's off or whatever. But if I don't, because it's already noon, just know that I love y'all. And I'll probably check in or whatever. Then tomorrow I get puppy.
And his butts. And I say, well, goodness, baby. I'm ready to pick up your butt.
Okay, child. I think I'm gonna make a smoothie too. All of this shit, yeah, that's still cooling off. So yeah, let me make a smoothie. Get my little blender out. I told y'all I like this cute little pink blender, like it's perfect or whatever. It's super cute. And even when I make myself a serving, I can still pour a little bit for Puppy and his wits. You know what I mean? So, hell yeah.
Puppy and his butts. And I say, well, goodness, baby. Goodness.
Let's see what I'm gonna put in my smoothie today, child. I think I'm going to use those. I could have sworn I had a different. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use this. Did y'all know this is like my favorite like little blend? Like this antioxidant blend is like my fave. And then Target is a genius for these. The blended spinach and kale cubes, perfect. Love that. Thank you, Target, for being amazing all the time. Oh, y'all want to see some chubby stuff? Okay, bitch. My man told me about these. Bitch, have y'all tried these? The Ben & Jerry's s'mores cookie dough bites, the little mixes. These, bitch. Oh my God. These go so hard. These are amazing. Little ice cream filled, like little chocolate bites with cookie dough. God. It's like a perfect like little snack. I think if you really want something sweet or if you like want ice cream. But bitch, you can even put it in your ice cream to give it even more flavor. These are dope as hell. I had never seen these before. And my man told me that they were totally worth a shot. He's like, oh yeah, definitely try it, baby. Da, da, da. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. Girl, yes. Yes, the Ben & Jerry's cookie dough s'mores bite mixes. Bitch, try it. Let me know what y'all think. They're delicious. Okay, let me get my smoothie together, child. But yeah. And then I'm also doing the tropical blend. So yeah. And then the green juice I'm using, because sometimes I do buy the different ones. The green juice that I'm using is apple, celery, cucumber, kale, collards, and lemon. So this is a really good one. This is not as harsh on the stomach. Oh, speaking harsh on the tummy, let me put some yogurt in here. After this, y'all, I'll probably eat, get ready, and catch up with Hussy, do my little class stuff, and then prep to go see my man. I'm excited for us to go house hunting, too. I wonder what we'll find out here. I wonder what we shall find. Girl, I don't know why the damn thing you want to get stuck. Oh, this one's not even done yet. Okay. But yeah, I'm just about done, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out and shit. Damn, I still got 80 y'all in here and I'm just cooking and putting together my breakfast. Thank y'all. Damn, and thank y'all for 20 likes this morning. Shit, I guess we got off on a roll today, huh? Y'all don't mind the Heather Gilesy stuff? Y'all don't mind talking about her mess? I'm fucking intrigued. With my experiences, good, bad, in between, whatever, I can tell y'all about how she moving, and it's clearly not right. It's sad though, because I feel like I feel her pain and I understand, but her focus is all the way off. Baby, just focus on you and your baby. Like, if you were really about you and your baby, you would just focus on you and your baby. Even when it came down to your house is an environment that you can control. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your home is an environment that you can control. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoy drama in the AM. I know! Me too, bitch! I also think it's fun for those of y'all who be at school or work or whatever. It just gives y'all some tea to listen to or whatever. I like to, this is my morning news. I like to wake up okay, what's going on? I'm oh damn, what? And just chilling while I work. Yeah. These type of streams and get ready with me is my favorite kind of content to do. That and my little shopping hauls or whatever. And so this Heather Gilesy shit is cray. So, and I'm intrigued. So I feel as long as I'm looking into her and talking to you guys about her or whatever, I think I'm gonna go and watch her Love After Lockup episode. I think I'm gonna probably just do that. Is this done yet? Oh, it's still soft.
It's still soft in the middle.
And it's my smoothie. Oh, that's a good one. But yeah, this Heather Gillespie shit is cray. Like, dead ass cray. And I think it's sad. But she's not handling herself properly at all. And I don't know if she has an attorney. But even if she was pro se, she could either get like a court-appointed attorney. I mean, she's mentioned having a court-appointed attorney, but it's like, I don't know if she's like telling the truth about that or whatever. But there's just so many ways around this bullshit, man. There's just so many ways around it. And the thing is, it doesn't even have to be that bad. Never has to be so bad. I still watch Don Lemon. Who's Don Lemon? But I feel you. Who's Don Lemon, girl? Who's that? Okay. Well, y'all, I'm gonna chill. And take it easy. I'm gonna relax. Oh, I'm gonna relax, take it easy, and get ready to keep up my day or whatever. I'm about to eat my little second breakfast and chill. This was a beautiful stream. I had fun on this one. These have been really fun. Like, it's nice to come on and catch up with y'all and spill tea and gossip and have y'all watch what I watch. You know what I mean? And like just have people to talk to about it. I'm so shocked. A journalist. Oh, Don Lemon's a journalist? Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna just like go relax. My man's gonna get ready to be here. He's like off or whatever. He was on CNN, but he's on YouTube now. Don Lemon? What's his tea? He just be what? He be what? Breaking down the news? Oh, he tells the news. He tells the actual news. Oh, okay. Yeah, he be talking about Trump and all that stuff. That's cool. I know you be on your political bees. I'm looking him up. I know you be on your political bees. But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to chill and relax. This was a great stream. I'll probably check in later and everything. I'm gonna let y'all know the tea. I cannot believe she cheated on Xavier with some guy named fucking Eric. And I'm just like, let me fucking find out. I'm about to fucking, and she doxes the fuck out of everybody. Everybody who she mentions will be easy to find because she always provides last names. So I'm about to fucking go down some rabbit holes, and I'm gonna watch her Love After Lockup episode and see where all this started from. So I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah.